Okay, off to do another job. It's actually, we've got two today, isn't it, Tanya? You've got something. There's two jobs today. It's quite a nice day. You know, it makes a difference to me.
When it's dry.
Yeah, it's dry, quite calm.
Is this the way?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, quite calm.
In half a mile, turn
Just
right.
perfect for me, hopefully, doing these horses today. Now, the first job we're on our way to now. The second job, I'll talk about that when we're leaving this one. I've been here before. It's a very interesting one.
Ellie Reese.
Yeah, Ellie Reese. We're going there now. She basically has had a horse that people said she would never be able to get it, to travel it, to put it on a box. Well, she tried and tried and tried. And I don't think it's this one. She tried and tried, and it got worse and worse and worse. But then it came to a time when the horse had to go away to be started. So a guy came out, and in all fairness, he got her horse loaded, but it was a rear facing, like my lorry, and didn't travel too bad. It was
it's a bit bumpy.
It is again, isn't it? So they managed to get loaded. Wasn't pretty, but got loaded. Now Ellie decided, rather than keep struggling with her own forward-facing trailer, she'd buy a beautiful trailer that she invested a lot of money into it, that faces backwards.
Sorry guys, it's a very bumpy.
That faces backwards, and thought her troubles would be a lot, more reduced, and that wasn't the case.
Oh, there you are.
Basically got worse. In fact, Ellie had a lot of help, a lot of help, and it just kept, going backwards really. So I went and I helped sort things out.
I'm trying to keep it still.
Enough to get the.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Do you know what I feel like? You know Ace Ventura when he goes across the field and his truck.
So anyway, I've lost my train of thought again now. So anyway, I got the horse going on. It was quite a job, quite dangerous. Got the horse going on and off the trailer. So it'd be his idea to take you in there. All right, nice and loose. Look in the box, look in there. Go on. Lovely job.
Thank you.
But putting the petition in, which it panics with, closing the petition was a step too far on my first visit. I gave Ellie instructions of what to do, which has gone really well, but I've told her not to risk herself closing the petition. So that's what this is about today. We're going to see if we can close up without the horse panicking out. And that's what we're doing now. So we're pretty much here now. Part two, yeah, we've turned up. Like I say, one nice day to do something today.
Last time.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. But you've done what I asked. You've been loading. There's the trailer.
There's Joe.
Very envious.
It is Joe. It is Joe, isn't it? Yeah, there he is, waiting.
Yeah, very envious of your trailer. I mean, I think it's wonderful.
Well, we love ours,
We
which
love
we have
ours,
up there.
We do like that. So you've been putting Joe in
Yeah,
regular,
yeah.
as in every couple of days, or
No, at least once a day.
Oh,
Or
wow.
Twice a day.
once a day.
Yeah. Because
That's
we had
really
that
good.
blip with him hitting his head.
Yes, right.
Then I had to keep the momentum.
Right,
going
okay. So we had a couple of hiccups where he came out and hit his head.
Mm-hmm.
So Ellie's been doing the just crouching down with him a little bit. So that's gone well. Now, today we're going to try and shut the petition and try and do it in a way. I think he's going to get a bit upset because, like you said, you did move the petition one time.
Oh, I rattled it.
Rattled it, and he kind of let go a little bit. So guys, you just heard that there. You've only got to rattle the petition, and Joe, Ellie's horse, goes into a little bit of a meltdown, panics, properly panics. Ellie, who's a midwife, and I have to also consider the fact that Ellie's not been well. I think things are on the right track, but basically Ellie's, and she doesn't mind me mentioning it, because she wants me to do something for cancer, to raise some money for cancer. So Ellie's going to sort all that out for me in the near future, and I'm willingly going to do that, obviously. But Ellie's had quite serious cancer, and she basically cannot afford to take a big knock, especially an accident involving a horse. But it means so much to her with certain things that have gone on in her life of late. She's bought the new trailer. It's a release for everything, and she just loves her horse. But it's such an explosive horse. She didn't think she'd get this far. The first visit I managed, it was very difficult. I managed to get the horse trailer load in without rushing backwards. And Ellie's continued that, feeding the horse in there, but only been taking it in and backing it off. There's no way you can turn it around. So today is me to get the horse to go in the trailer with quality, being able to move its back end across, which it's never done before, and bring it out front ways. Now, when I can get that achieved, it improves things immensely. When a horse can come forward out and feel like it can move around in the space, things get better. The biggie, I've got to a stage now where there's no ego, cannot come into the kind of training I do. You cannot have ego for it. And now, it really means something to me to get this job done. But if I don't think at the end of it it's safe for Ellie, I will say that I need to sleep at night, and I'd rather go up there than down there when when I'm done with the earth, with this earth. So I have to have I've got a conscience, and if I think it's too dangerous for Ellie, I will shut the whole thing down from my point of view and explain so that my conscience is clear, and say I cannot continue with this. It can sometimes make it worse, that it can be a false sense of security that everything's going well, and then it can all go change in a heartbeat. So that's the situation I'm at. I'm there for the next stage, which is more difficult, and you'll see how I get on with that. So as I've said before, I know I dribble on about it sometimes, but if you're in over your head with something like this, the danger that's involved with some of these jobs, hopefully not once I'm gone, if I can get all this done for Ellie, you'll have to watch the videos to see, but if I can get it done, then it's not so dangerous as long as the protocol is followed. But at the beginning, it's very, very, very dangerous. So you need, if you're not sure, you get help. You get help from someone who does, and knows how to read horses better than props. And there's no disgrace in not having the skills to do it, because the horsemen that get really good at this are not the average people who have the 1 or 2 horses, which most people do, they have 1 or 2. It's the comparing of hundreds of horses where you actually learn to do what I do. It's observe, remember, and compare. And the observing we've seen a lot. Horsemen like me have seen a lot, remembered a lot. It's selective memory. You remember what really interests you, and the horse training did. So I remembered it. And then the comparing is where you can do it with literally thousands of horses, trying and comparing all the methods, and comparing what situations make certain things happen in horses with their nature and the way they are, the way their minds are. So I'll carry on with the video now, but I needed to say a few of those things, and here we go. So we've got to be a little bit careful what we do with that. We're going to build up to, hopefully today, closing him in, making him feel comfortable with that. And then, I think that's a session on its own, really. Yeah, and then get you to do it, hopefully. Yeah. Then, I would say, if that goes well then for a week or 2, whichever you feel comfortable, you load him and you come to ours. Yeah. Yeah, would you be okay with that? I would, because then, you're somewhere where you've got help. Yeah. And the way my place is, I've done it so you can come in and you can park. You haven't got to do any manoeuvring, we get him out.
I don't mind the manoeuvring.
But I would say the best thing with that is you come on the morning, we get him out. He'll be a little bit beside himself. Yeah. We have to let him chill out in the little side paddock, let him calm down. We'll do a little bit of groundwork again, let him know he's got to still listen to us all, he can calm down. Then I'm there to help you load back.
Yeah, lovely.
Do you know what I mean? At least you've got a bit of confidence then. Yeah. So shall we say that then? So
Yeah,
we know,
I'm happy with
hopefully
that.
in a couple of weeks then.
Yeah.
Come, we do that, and then if your first trip together's good.
It'll probably be after Kent because Kent's in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, so probably
Kent
after
is sorry.
that
So
then.
Fine.
yeah.
So, but I wouldn't take them out. Obviously you do what you need to do. It'd be nice for you to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's
You know,
safe.
the only other thing you could do without coming to mind, if you wanted, was take him around nice and gentle somewhere and come back. That might be an option.
Yeah.
I'll leave that with you to decide.
Yeah, I'll see what this session does.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
see what.
take your
So we've got to
opinion
decide now where
what
to
you want
put.
to-
Where,
Yeah.
where do you think is the best? You've been loading him.
Oh, anywhere. I've been bringing the truck forward.
How's his riding been? We did some groundwork and
Yeah.
we've got a bit more respect for our space with him.
Yeah.
Has the riding been?
Yeah, passing things, going through spaces. Before he wouldn't have gone between the gate and the
Oh, so you think
truck.
there's an definite improvement?
Massive, yeah, much calmer out.
Wow.
His head's
I
much
say to a
lower.
lot of
He's
people-
not like your Duke, but
No, no. Well,
there is an improvement. Whether
if there's an improvement,
there is, yeah.
yeah, maybe it's your confidence as well. But I say to people, you're only leading a horse, but instead of here,
Yeah.
it's from there, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
and I often have people say what you've said.
Yeah.
Not all, but a lot of people, when you've got a horse that's pretty lost,
Yeah,
when you get them leading well and the respectfulness around you and the relationship's good with us controlling their feet,
yeah,
you ride them and there's a change.
there is. I'm not saying that he's brilliant because
No,
he can
well,
be a bit pushy still.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I've been doing what you said, and he's not quite lowering his head round or bringing his head round to put the halter on, but he's a lot more respectful.
Well, we'll have a look at that first then. And let's put this trailer somewhere that you think.
So I can just do it.
Yeah, whatever you think.
Do you want it in the yard here, or do you want to use the yard to do fit round?
Oh, I would say, this is the way it goes in. So I would say just park it by my car. Yeah, Ellie's just reminded me she's coming on a couple of
Clinics.
our clinics, which is good, isn't it? That's,
Yeah, yeah.
So this will progress better. We'll go and meet the horse.
Well, I know.
Was this the one that was the dressage?
Yes.
I remember now, this is the dressage.
She.
Your little dressage
Rosie.
diva. Rosie, the dressage diva.
Yeah.
Love her.
And there's Joe. What do you know, Joe?
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Oh no, he's thinking.
Hey, Joe. What do you
no.
know?
Oh no, look who's here. Right, I'm just thinking. I would be...
Oh, Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Rosie. Oh, hello, Rosie. Hello, Rosie. Good girl. Right then.
What am I looking for? Tanya,
What's that?
look at his feet.
Think slow. Look at his feet. Think slow. Love it.
Well done. Right, that's... Did you have your clip for that? Yeah. Oh, you put
And
the
it
bar
clips on
back in? And he goes in with the bar?
He did that from day
Oh, did he?
the first week. Yeah, because he was going
Tanya, to start to get things going in the right direction, I had to take that out.
Yes, I remember.
Ellie's put it back in,
Yep.
which for travelling is a safety
Yep.
need really, so they don't, oh, that's good. I thought I was going to have to do that first thing, but you've done it. Well done. So, what's this here?
That's for
Cool.
you. It's come
Oh
out a
my
bit
God.
odd.
we've got
What's that?
gifts.
What's that?
It's-
Think slow. Look at the feet. Let me see the picture. Oh, the Duke. Oh, Oh, Ellie, that's lovely. Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks.
That's all right.
Oh.
Oh,
Let me put that in the car before.
thank you.
So if you come up with any more slogans.
Yeah, we've got plenty on the go.
Oh, I'm going to put that in the car. Isn't that lovely, guys?
Isn't that nice? There's my cup. Look what Ellie did for me. That's Duke, a newish quarter horse I've got that I'm starting. And if you look at the back there, it says think slow and look at the feet. That's what I told Ellie last time I was there. She needs to do think slow because of the way Joe was panicking out. That's nice, isn't it? And it's really weird. You know, I go to a few places and you know, people, because of all the videos we've been doing and, you know, some of the videos people just love and they watch them in hospital beds and all the kind of messages we get. But when I get to somewhere and I have a little gift, you know, they give me a little gift and say how much they appreciate them, and I don't know what it is. When I'm given a gift, it kind of helps with the whole job, and the horse seems to, just something seems to happen. So it's probably a good thing that, you know, I think it helps if I'm gifted something when I get there, you know. Oh, I couldn't keep a straight face with that one. Just kidding. It's nice though. Yeah. Let's just see how this. So that goes in like this.
Yeah, and then on a bar. Because
So
it gives
third-
him plenty of space.
Third one in.
What do you think?
Just making sure you can't turn around in there. I think probably one more.
There we are.
I think that one. I think there. What clips have you got for tying him?
Those. Oh, I see. No, I haven't got any of your clips.
Right, because you would never. A horse that can panic.
Yeah, don't tie him up.
Well, yes, you need to tie him to the stage where you can't turn. You won't believe how they can turn. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you do need a clip, so that dissuades him from
Okay. Yeah.
turning, flexing to turn in here. Because I think if you go too close to him, he's going to get a bit more upset.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen horses get their heads underneath the rope? Do you know if it's tied?
Yeah.
And when they're eating their hay, they can do that.
Yeah.
Right? If that happens, and it does in trailers, if you've got one of the clips, when they bring their head up, it'll really, yeah, the power of a 300-pound head pulling,
Yeah.
it'll just come out.
Right. I've only got the nylon things that I had in my old horse box. And they've got clips on them. They have got the safety
Right.
release.
Right, yeah, do you want to show me?
Yeah.
You're going to have to tie safely with him, definitely.
Got these?
Right, so you've got
I've
those.
got two of them.
Yeah, but they don't give, do they?
No.
Right, so have we got any clips with us?
I don't know. I can go and have a look. I'll have a
He is convinced to say this.
I found one.
Right, I'm going to explain this now because people are going to. Do you know what? We absolutely swear by these, and we've sold. What have we sold?
Hundreds.
Hundreds, probably thousands now. Right. So we were just talking about maybe using string. You mentioned string, which is what we were all
Bale of twine.
baling twine. We're all taught that, aren't we? And I was just explaining to Ellie the problem with a horse. If a horse pulls back from something and he feels a massive pressure from the halter, suddenly he can't move his feet, so he loses his power of flight. Flight or fight, fight or flight. A horse has got to have its, because it's a prey animal, it has to have escapism, okay? When things get really bad, right? So if a horse pulls back with baling twine, okay, so the baling twine's on there, horse pulls back, feels the massive pressure, ooh, what can't he move? He can't, he's got no flight. So if he sets back because of his flight mechanism, his fight, he sets back with incredible power and then breaks the string, suddenly he's got his flight mechanism back. Now what does that tell a horse? If that happens a few times, for the rest of its life, and you never know when it can surface, he might panic with a plastic bag, or some just get used to the pressure, meaning let's break the string. they'll do whatever it takes. Once they know that it's the right thing to do, it'll pull a gate down. I've seen horses pull a window out. I mean, so by using the clips, okay, when that happens, and they think, even a horse that pulls back, when they think, I've got to break it now, they suddenly realise when they put the extra strength in, they've got their feet because it's allowed it to come out.
Right.
And they usually come back to about here. Then you bring them back. You can actually play with it and keep spooking a horse so that they get the power, oh, I can move my feet. Nothing's breaking.
Yeah.
Now, I have had to do it 50 times with some horses. Keep spooking them because they're convinced that pressure, they need to pull it out, and they get to a stage where I'm all right now because that pressure comes in. They think, well, I can move my feet. And that's the importance of it.
And you can adjust the strength of it.
You can adjust the strength, but in a trailer, you would never. There's a lot of horses hurt by tying them in there because they can get their heads over there, panic in there, go down in there. So I would suggest you have one of these.
Yeah, lovely.
And that's what we'll practice tying on. But to start with, we won't. We're going to just see what we've got getting them in.
Yeah, lovely.
All right. So I'll put this. So you're going to strut your stuff now and show us go in and out.
Okay.
Do you want to use your halter?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. No, he thinks.
I knew that would happen.
He thinks he's going somewhere.
Boy. Good boy. And he's had a nice clip, hasn't he? He looks smart with his clip. It's very smart.
Not too much slapping on that.
Yeah.
on that clip coat though. Some people laugh at me when I say that. So you like the book then? When you started reading that?
I have. I've only got to page 98.
Oh, only.
So it's just.
I'll bring him out now.
Lowering the head.
Yeah.
And you can't do that enough.
So you just heard me mention a book. I've mentioned it before in other videos. Ellie did ask me, is there any, books and videos and things I'd recommend? And one of the books that I do recommend to people is this one, Horsemanship Through Feel. It's quite a big book. It's about the thoughts and methods of training a horse of Bill Dorrance, who was one of the Dorrance brothers. There was also Tom Dorrance, and there was Ray Hunt as well, which I went to quite a few of his clinics when he was alive. But these are kind of like the godfathers of this kind of horsemanship, really. But it's a great book. It's not the cheapest book in the world, to be honest, but good book that, if anyone wants to read that, just to add to the things that really. There's some really good information in that. Now, I will say something, while I'm doing this video, I'm on tenterhooks, to be honest, because there's a terrible, well, it's not even a gale, it's worse than a gale. We're on West Wales, and there's a terrible storm coming through as I speak. And I keep going outside and checking the stables and things, and at the moment we're okay, touch wood. But my next door neighbour across the road isn't so lucky. I've just been out there, looked up into her fields, and her brand new stables they've gone right over. I've got a little picture now of it, a little video I just took, and I've just messaged them. It wasn't a message to have to tell them. But there's also a greenhouse that was at the side of it, because it's quite elevated up there. It had gone over once before, but they'd rebuilt it and secured it better, painted it all up, and plus the brand new stables, which were a lot of money to have done. It's terrible news. They've gone over, and the actual greenhouse it's been picked up and thrown about 20 yards, so just terrible. But anyway, I'll carry on. Bring him out before he has all his feed.
Pardon?
Bring him out before he has all his feed.
Will do. Right, back up.
Look at his
Back
feet.
up. Oh, hang on. Come back up.
Come on, Joe.
Remember to tut.
Come on,
and
Joe.
look at his feet.
He's starving.
Jolo.
Go low, Joe.
You know what?
What do you know?
What do you know,
shall I
Joe?
tell you
Go
what was
low.
different this morning? He knew we were here.
Yeah,
He knew something was different there.
yeah.
So that's
Oh
why
my
he
God.
questioned. He said, "Hang on, something's not quite right here." So that's better probably than I thought it would be. Now he wants to go back. Now look at his feet to back him away.
Yeah.
Look at his feet. Tut. Tut. Right. Okay. Well done. Now I'll take him off you now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You said it didn't work very well, or it does work very well.
It does. Yeah.
Oh wow, brilliant.
Yeah. The back now.
Right. Now, remember what I said? What we need to work on. I'm just going to...
That's different as efficient as you do.
No, well, you got to look at the foot, and you just got to, with him, just do whatever... You know, this is good actually. You can use gravel
Yeah.
like this. Now, that I actually think that's good because he is mentally in there now having his feed, and we've managed to, and you've managed to get him out of there. Now I'm going to use the draw of the feed. You see, I want to stay in there now, which will help me taking his butt out. Okay, so he's got to go to his.
Left hand side.
That was unrequested, so I'm just gonna, if you could pass him on, so I'm just gonna, come on, right, so I'm gonna just work for 2 minutes on his hindquarters to his left, okay? There. Ask him again. Oh, back up. He's thinking I want. Now, what I've noticed with him, he's not nervous like before.
He's been
Of that,
groomed with
he was
that.
really nervous, wasn't
Yeah.
he? About everything, he's just more.
I had been grooming him with it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to send him in,
Right.
and then. Here we go, loaded straight up, everything's good. What I'm about to do now, he is convinced, Joe is convinced, he goes in, he has his little bit of feed, and he backs out. That's his, he knows he's got a defence, he knows he's got an escape, he goes in, all's good, everything's suiting him now, and he backs out. Now there's a big change coming here because I knew he's got to go in like he does, yeah, lovely, in you go, lovely, has his little bit of feed and his little licks and whatever. Now I've got to ask him to change up now and to actually move his hindquarters into the corner, which he's convinced he should not do, because that will put him vulnerable in his mind about how he's going to back out, because he couldn't back straight out, because he'd have to maneuver them back to back out. So he knows he's putting himself in a position of lesser escapism. Remember, he's a panic-aholic and he'll escape at the thought of anything, you know, he's out. So you'll see that now of me, the persuasiveness that I use. Just don't stop with my cues, and just see how I get on with that. And he does go through some emotions, and I've said it time and time again, from breakdown comes breakthrough, and see how we get on with this now. Right, so I'm using the power of the feed here. Come on. See if I can send his butt over. There.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm firming up a little bit on him. Come on. So I'm tapping him with my little boinging stick. So send his butt over a little bit. It's only dust, that is, these don't hurt.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm going to tapping him here until he moves his butt over. There.
Good boy.
See how I've achieved that?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the longer he's in that position, the better now. So I'm going to let him have his feed now. That made sense what I've just done?
Absolutely.
Without him being hungry, it would have been a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
So now he's in a position where it's a pity that someone else wasn't with you, that when he gets into that position, then he has his food. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can think about that in a minute. So, okay, so now, rather than back him out, I'm going to see whether we can... There.
Lovely.
I'm pleased with that. Now back away. So I'm establishing my respect and space there.
Yeah.
So that was wonderful. That was...
He's
to
much
get on-
calmer, isn't he?
Yeah, calmer, but he wouldn't have took his butt over like that before, you see.
No.
So now I'm going to do it again. There's still a little bit in there. So it's good. That's his idea to go in. Okay. Now I'm going to ask him to get over. Come on. Over. Come on. There. Over. There. Now, see what I've just done?
Were you holding his lead while you were doing that?
Yeah, I've got his lead rope.
You go on, Ellie. Oh, it's
I've
fine.
got his lead rope. I've got his lead rope, and I'm holding my hand up
Yeah.
to block him from blasting out.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is where I knew I would have to firm up a little bit,
Yeah.
because he's convinced he should be at an angle because of his
That's
panic,
what he said.
claustrophobia. So the beauty of these is this doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of noise when I just firm up a little bit with it, but if I used a whip, he would sting. These just boing off. See the boing in them? That's why I love them. They don't. It's not pain. So the longer he's here now, the better, because that's the hardest bit, is to achieve that bit that I'm doing. Okay? Because he's pretty much in there now, isn't he? We're going to give him a break in a minute. We're going to put a little bit more. Have you got anything low calorie or?
I've got the lips. He is addicted to
He likes the licks,
He
so we
loves-
can put a lick in there then.
He loves it. Well, you'll see, because the one that you gave me
Right.
is just a little bit.
Oh, is there?
I've got a new one.
Oh, okay.
I've got a new one.
Yeah, that's all right. So now I'm telling him how good he is. If he brought his hindquarters this way, I would stay here and make a point of him, because I'm proving to him that he can live through that now.
Yeah.
He was convinced, but we had to do it in stages.
Yeah.
You've got to the next stage. There's a saying, good horses aren't made in months, it's years. You know what I mean? It's some people have expectations to send a horse to a trainer to be started and broken, and they expect, it's a process.
Yeah.
You know. So you're following the process now. You know. And the slower you go, the quicker you get there, is a saying that I heard years ago, and you know what? It's true. Not with every horse, you can fast track some, but with him, if we'd have tried to go quicker than this, I don't think I'd have managed that the first one. For you. Now that's good, because he didn't blast through me. He's finished his feed. He's thinking, oh, it's time to go now. He's got to wait on me a little bit, if you know what I mean. Are you pleased to see that?
I'm delighted.
I'm pleased with that.
Yeah.
I don't want it just to be about the feed now, so
Yeah.
I'm going to see whether we can...
He's been in without.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But he thought
Yeah.
there was.
We've got a really interesting... I've stopped it there because this is a real interesting point in the video, point in the training process. A lot of the time you would not see what takes place now. It would kind of not be shown, but I show everything, good and the bad. And things are going really, really well. You know, he's not keen, obviously he's really not keen. That's the first time he's ever been in that situation where he's moved his butt over and he's lined up to be able to come forward out. Everything's just nice. Now I lose focus for a second, because I was aware of where his hindquarters were, and if he starts to shift his weight to bring his hindquarters out, because he'd only gone that way twice, I think it was twice, to where I wanted him, because he's got to be comfortable with being in the trail at that point to be able to bring the partition across. So he has to be comfortable first with moving his butt over, which the reluctance was there to do that. Got that done. Now I lose focus for a second before it's too late. By the time I realise, I'm talking to Ellie and I'm thinking about different things, and he moved his head a little bit, which took my attention to there. Plus I was talking to Ellie. Before I knew it, his butt had shifted away from the corner, and it was too late, and I didn't want to shock him with tapping him with my boinging stick to move him back, because I think it would have panicked him. And so he's committed to coming out backwards, which I was hoping that was the end of that. And he goes into his little bit of, he's convinced now, because I've let him back out again, he's more comfortable with that. That suits him better. He's not so vulnerable, and he kind of tries his best to say, no, I'm better off that way. You know, I'm telling you, I'm better off that way. And then I have to go through a little bit. I have a little bit of a breakdown with him now. From breakdown comes breakthrough, as long as you can stick with it. And you'll see how we get on now. And the last little bit, you'll see of his breakdown, he does kick out a little bit. It's kind of like a final thing for him. But yeah, I won't hide any of this. Have a look and see how I deal with when he becomes convinced he shouldn't. Again, which I had a lot of that on the original visit, when he went through quite a lot of tail swishing and trying to avoid by going left, by going right, and I just stuck with it, and you know, that went really well. So he kind of knew that I was kind of determined, but I wouldn't get angry with him, and I'm not angry with him there. I just keep focused. If I got angry with him, it's over. He would have shut down to me, and that would have been it. So it's important to not get angry. And you know. Now I've let him come in. I've let him come out because he wanted to. We'll go through something now. This as a plus, because now remember what I told you, for breakdown comes a breakthrough. I don't want him to decide, because if you've ever run out of feed, you're going to have no way of doing it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want me to get that licky in there?
Or leave it? Not just yet, we'll do that in a second.
Yeah.
I want to start to not let him back out, really. I'll release him out of here when he's calm and accepting, and he can come out with quality.
You can see him breathing really heavily.
Yeah.
stick in there now then. It's a good time. Boy.
Are you happy for me to come through the door?
Yeah.
Hello. That's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how can we have that then? Ah, in there. Put them both in there, is it? There you go. Well done. Catch it. So you see what I'm doing here now? Because see if I can take him out of it. Yeah, you could do. There you go. Alright, mate. Now, this being in this position now is where we've got to get him comfortable. Okay? He's not stupid. He knows we're building to something here. Now his history is very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Has he blasted out many a times of trailers?
No, I eventually got him in my old trailer. But I got him in my old trailer.
Yeah.
I actually closed the ramp, but he felt as if he was going to explode.
Yeah, well this is...
So that's why I never got that far.
So I'm trying to be a little bit more not bashful now, you know?
Yeah.
And I know I say don't pat, but it's the cup of my hand.
Yeah.
Just sort of telling him it's fine. Now let's see whether I can... Now, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Okay?
Good boy.
Back him up.
Good boy, Joe.
Up, over. 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 Come on. Up. Over. Over. There. You see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So I'm starting to build something here. Oh, he loves them licks. Wow.
I think they all love the licks, don't they?
Now, I would say to anyone watching this, come to here, Tam.
Yeah.
This is very, very dangerous what I'm doing. Because the size of him, if he panicked, he wouldn't even know he's hurt me.
Yeah.
He would not know he's hurt me. Because the draw of getting out of something that he's so frightened of, he would leave me in a mess on there, you know what I mean? So people need to know that because I'm doing this, they may need help from someone who's got hopefully less chance of getting hurt. So I'm being aware of talking to you and knowing what he's doing here. My peripheral vision is kind of on his head, because if I allow his head to come to here, that's it, he's gone. So I'm going to block him with my hand.
So basically what you're saying is, if you haven't got help, do not try this at home unless you've got help.
Now, what I'm going to start doing in a minute is making noises in here. Because remember, he doesn't like, we're going to have to do, see how he gets off with noises? So I might do, some noises in a minute. Let him know that this is all right. I'm moving around, I'm moving that, I'm knocking that, Right? Now he's licking. It's all kind of a delicate operation.
Birds are lovely here, aren't
knows
they?
he's at that angle and can survive it, the better. You know, I could sit here for half an hour, just to let him know. He's mesmerised by that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to give him a break. We're going to bring him out. We're going to give him a break.
Yeah.
All right. So now you see how his head come there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to block him back a bit. If he comes here, I'll tap him. What I'll do. Sit. Perfect. Now we're going to put him out away for a minute.
Shall I put the kettle on?
Oh, yes, please. Can we have a cup of tea, Stephen?
Yes, please.
Lovely.
Tea or coffee?
Tea for me, please.
Ooh.
I'm going to give him a hay net so we can just chill out. Put it there. Don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but. Keep that shut, Tan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just let him chill out now. Now,
Oh, where's yours, Rosie?
now, what you've got to remember is, we're working with a horse that can be very, very, very explosive. And like Ellie said, the last time she went to close up in the old trailer, she thought he was going to explode. So this is all,
Is that a bit very similar to Matt used to peer?
Yeah, Mac was the same. He had to get out and he
Yeah.
nearly hurt me. Do you
Yeah,
remember that time
I
he
remember
said?
that.
Myself. Right, now he's doing. This is all. Forget how dangerous horses are, But that was. I've made a plus out of a minus here with this trailer, with this morning, because as soon as the feed was gone, he knew he had to get out and back out. So I kind of expected this, and I've made the breakdown become a breakthrough with it a little bit there. That's the hard bit, is sticking with it, because Joe was convinced that's now what he does. At the beginning he was convinced he shouldn't go in at all. That was the first session, or the years that Ellie has tried. He's convinced to save himself for that day, to survive it, to keep his legs safe, to keep everything safe that's in his nature. He was convinced he wouldn't go on. Then we convinced him he should go on, have his feed, and then come out. So that's where we're at with that. Now we've got to convince him to go in and come out forward facing, not just escape really. So it's all a matter of doing it in increments.
Tea time. Tea time. Cup of tea.
So we're in a break now. We're having a break. Chill out. Let Joe chill out. He's having his hay net. Very often helps to go from high level to low level, advance and retreat. And again, this is not every horse works this way, but the majority, okay? And he is so claustrophobic in here, I've decided to lower things down. Quite pleased with what just happened. Fortunately, there's no damage to the trailer, and apparently these are designed that they'll take hits like that. But that was his last. He was convinced he's virtually gonna die if he comes to here. So that was kind of his last thing. I'm willing to kick, and I stuck with it, and we're getting somewhere now. Now, I never give feed to entice the horse up into a trailer. I think they're too switched on for that. And so what I used to do a lot was apples and carrots, but only when they get into a position of where we're on our heading for the right track. But you was always you'd have to have a bag a bag of apples and a big sack of carrots. So what we use now, Tan?
Can we turn it around so we can see what it is for everyone? No, I mean the name on the lick.
Oh, well, there's different licks you can
Yeah,
buy.
but
We like this one the
we
best.
like these.
Horse licks.
Yeah, the mini ones because they're perfect
We,
size.
we told Ellie about them, and Ellie's bought some. And your
We tell
opinion,
everybody about them. Everybody buys them.
You think they're wonderful, don't you, Ellie?
Yeah.
They go in a mesmerising trance with them. If you get the right, there's all different flavours. You can put the flavours down and suss out which your horse.
It's a bit like me with a glass of prosecco. I go into a bit of a trance.
But the beauty is, is when he's had his feed now, he's got the licks in there and they'll last.
Sorry, you had a call come. I cancelled the call and I stopped filming. I hope that was just for a
We'll
little
go as far as we can. It may mean that the next stage is a couple of weeks of.
That's fine by me.
You know, I don't want to get your trailer hurt, me hurt, or your horse hurt.
Yeah.
I only go as far as the horse is saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll finish this tea now and then. So we're almost ready to start again now. We've just come up with an idea now. If Joe pushes this shut and he decides he's got to get out, Joe could literally get yourself really hurt because the power this would smash you out.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to ask Joe to do, we're going to set a little rope up on there.
Joe, Ellie.
Ellie, put a little lead rope or something on here.
Yep.
So that when I'm in and everything's good, I'm going to slip under here so that I'm safe, and then Ellie's going to pass me the rope. Okay.
Screw that shut.
Yeah.
So it won't come down.
Yeah, and then we're going to shut it, and probably open it
Yeah.
a few times. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? That'll be the first thing. I don't really want to. There's two ways of doing it. One, you can just shut them in and
Yeah.
click down,
Do you want 2 ropes on it then? So you pull one and then
you can.
and I'll
Yeah,
gently.
good idea.
open
We'll
it
put
up.
2 on there.
Okay.
I think it's very much. Let's see. There is a case for shutting it and closing him in and leaving him in for ages till he chills out, and there is a case for opening and shutting it.
Right.
It's kind of, you kind of work that out. It's not black and white. There's the feel in between. So I've got to decide that little spot in between what to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no problem. Do you want this locked then? Because this is, I put that tight so it won't flee
well,
back.
I would. That can go in the thing. No, leave that as it is.
Leave it.
Because I can put it down if I decide. Again, we're at that little awkward stage now.
Yeah.
But it's important we all just talk normally when we're doing this. If we all, and it happens a lot, I mean, I go to some places and there's a dozen people waiting to watch, which is fine, as long as they can learn something, that's fine. But sometimes they're holding their breaths and all watching
Yeah.
with anticipation, and the horse knows every eye on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty chilled.
So we all, you with what I'm saying? So we all just like chill out, and if I get dragged out flying, just, you know, park the job.
just stand.
And I'm not joking, I do get dragged around, and Tanya just still keep filming it. And Tanya's just come up with a couple of clips of where I was dragged around a little bit. And the first one's kind of a blooper thing, but the next clip she gave me was showing where I got to with this serial bolter on a lead rope. Every time you put the horse in a field, it would bolt. And I knew it was important. After I'd done groundwork already, but it still was convinced it's got to run for its life as soon as you go in the field with it. So I knew it was important for me to keep hold of it and then do more from that point. So yeah, Tanya just found these. I'll stick these in for a lot. I can go in a blue.
Jesus.
That's going to mean the world to her.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good.
Come on, check.
Yeah.
That she should keep pulling with her life to save her life.
Yeah.
Everything she had. But not on my watch did she get away, did she? She nearly did.
Yeah. I'm so glad she didn't. Wow.
I'm going to go in like it's old grandma's horse now.
Yeah.
Now, before I leave her, you see, I left her, she never left me.
Yeah.
If you can get that one done. Right.
Okay.
So, okay, she's had...
Get it all on film.
Yeah.
Look at your cup. Look who's on your cup, Dotty.
What?
On your cup, it's Dotty.
Oh.
Dan's dog.
Dotty.
Yeah, little pterosaur. Exactly. It looks exactly the same.
So I'm clucking, tapping, blocking his front. Bit more. There you go, mate.
I love the noise of the birds. It reminds me that spring's coming.
Oh, I know, it's lovely. And I've got daffodils coming.
I know. I saw daffodils on the way here.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Love it.
Now,
Oh, good boy.
see?
Got that,
This
didn't it?
building.
Good boy.
Think of that, Ellie.
Very impressed.
It's getting the message now, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's not
It's
puffing.
easier for him now. Now he knows he can survive that.
Yeah.
It's easier for, in his life to just move over a bit easier for me.
You can probably see the licks better.
Huh?
You can probably see the licks better.
They last a while though, don't they?
Yeah. That's fab.
So, see if he could. Now always look at the. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Really good. So,
Wow.
wow.
Good boy, Joe.
So you've seen that build, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen that build. He'll get to a stage where he'll prefer coming out forward because it's with more gentleness. It's more natural, isn't it, than backing down the ramp all the time.
Yeah.
But we've had to use it to get to this stage.
Yeah.
Right then. Right.
Oh, lovely.
Wow. Huh?
Great to see.
I'm really pleased with that, you know. Really pleased with that. I've got no pressure on him at all now. I'm feeling a bit more confident at this stage. He's not going to blast me out from where I am now. I just feel the whole thing's better.
She's just opening the door. So.
Okay, you want to pass me the rope? And I'll tell you to quit. I might tell you to quit. Alright, you just all talk normal. All talk normal.
Adios, cowboy.
That was shut now. Keep out. You keep out of the way. Right, now open it again a little bit. Okay. Now we're gonna do this in stages now. Take it away from me. Pull it back a bit. Yeah. And now let me have it, and then you have it. Take it back. Take it back. That's it. And again, we're gonna do this in increments now. Is this making sense what I'm doing? And then back to you a bit. That's it.
Hey, over to you.
And then a bit further.
It's like seesaw.
Right. A bit further.
Boy, Joe,
Okay.
you're okay.
Okay.
You're okay.
Right then. Now we'll let them get chilled out with this now. You out the way if you need it to be out the way.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to leave that there for a second. This comes out of here, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. He's shitting himself now.
Sorry about
Right.
swearing.
Yeah, let that down there. So it's at this point now when I've just shut it was almost like there was no drama there. And it was a combination. At that point, I realised there's real hope for Ellie. It can happen in my mind now. The fact that, you know, it's a combination of all the groundwork, the respect for space, not being too bashful, getting down to the feet, the confidence that that Joe was getting in me there to allow me to do that was unbelievable. The change that came about there. And the outcome, as soon as that happened, the outcome for me was going to be good. You know, that once I feel that, usually I'm right with that. And yeah. That's it. Now Tanya, come round here.
Yeah.
Tan,
Yeah, I'm coming. To the front. To the back.
round here.
Yeah.
Just so you can talk. No,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
front ramp.
Oh, sorry.
Talk normal.
Yeah, talk normal.
Talk normal.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave him in here for quite a while now, Ellie.
Okay.
Right, now I've committed to it.
Yeah.
Tan,
Oh,
I've committed to it.
Locked in there.
he's
I
locked in.
just felt it was right. You know, I said to you, there's a feel in between.
Yeah.
And I just felt it was right to do that. So I'm going to stay in here now for quite a while, but I'm going to put this up one over one, a bit closer to him. So I'm doing that in increments, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm going to pop that in there now.
Yeah.
Now we're okay. We're okay. Yes, we are. Now, what I didn't say is, the back door,
Yeah. You opened it.
I set so
Yeah.
I could get out.
Yeah.
Now he's having his lick.
Yeah.
Great sign.
Yeah.
He looks really frightened.
Better than I thought, Ellie.
Great. Good.
Better than I thought. But I'm just going to chill out here now with him for as long as it takes now. And then we're going to, when we open this, we'll go a bit like this.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come under there and we're going to try and bring, if I can get him to come out with quality and steady, we're on our way.
Yeah, lovely.
Yes, we are. So he's turning his head there, so you will have to tie him with one of these clips
Yeah.
because you don't want to get him kind of stuck there. I don't want to over claustrophobic him,
Yeah.
so we would have to, tie him. But for now, we won't. I'm going to leave it about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to start rocking around a little bit and doing a bit more, less bashful.
Yeah.
Because did you notice? Because we're only human, I even held my breath a bit. You held your breath. Tanya was like, oh, and he knew that. You know what I mean? You know, when we were
They
silent.
can sense it.
Yeah.
So I was trying to keep the chat going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel safe behind this bar.
You don't have much
I feel
trouble
safe I can get out.
Stephen, you don't have much trouble keeping chat going.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, you. And
It's chatter
I found
quality.
laughter-
Yeah.
Yeah, I found laughter. It's really strange. Laughter seems to help, or when they know we're
Yeah.
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 nothing worse than. And I'll tell you an exact. I won't be long with this story, but you mentioned you bought the book Horsemanship Through Feel
Yeah.
Yeah.
with Leslie Desmond, who I sort of spent some time with. I went to a clinic with her. She stayed at ours, and I drove her to a clinic, which was a lot of trainers, vets. She used to always let vets go free, trainers go free, and it was loads of trainers there. There's hundreds of people there at this clinic. And so we're at this clinic, and the first thing she did was bring, I think there was about 10 horses they let off in the arena. And they were all running around wild, really. All these horses, I couldn't believe it. And everyone's watching. And Leslie walks in with her little water bottle. And she's always had a bad back, so she kind of walked in and explained that she couldn't really ride that much for people because of her back. And then she said, look, I'm going to explain to you and show you visibly to make you all understand what feel means. Feel. Because it's horsemanship through feel.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, what's this? I didn't know. She never told me what was going to be going on. And all these horses are running around wild in the arena. And then they all quietly went to one end of the arena. And they all sort of settled together at the one end of the arena. So they're all there. She said, right, she said, I want everyone in a minute. I'll say when. I think she said she'll lift her arm. Everyone to go in silent. Absolute silence in the arena. Hundreds of people. This was an indoor arena. Silence. But I want everyone to look at the horses intensely and imagine the horses being down the bottom end. You've got to imagine taking the space behind them. You want to move the horses through feel. I thought, what? Anyway, count of whatever. Everyone, you can imagine everyone's talking. You can feel the atmosphere of the talking. Bang, silence. Everyone looking at the horses. It took seconds for the first horse. Head lifts up, looks over. Next one, head. Then they're all up, they're all blowing, they're all trotting round where they are. And everyone's silent, looking. And they all run down the bottom end of the arena. And when they got back to the bottom end of the arena, she said, now everyone start talking again. So when they got down the bottom, they just all chilled out. And that's the power of, they know every eye on them. That's the way they're made. Because they're eating for a living, aren't they? So they have to know an intention and changes. That's feel. What do you think of that?
Amazing. Yeah. And I get it.
Now, where do you think he's learning? What bit of this whole thing so far is he learning the most? Right now. This is where he learns now. Because
when he's more relaxed.
Well, this is soaking now. He's starting to come down. I can hear his heartbeat. He's starting to chill. Now that's going to come up again. But that's where he learns. Sometimes you can be ages doing something and think, well, you've stopped teaching him. No, this is the bit where they learn. Not every horse, but the majority of equine brains work that way. That's why people say to me, how would you train a donkey? How would you train a miniature Shetland? How would you train that Shire horse? I just go, it's all equine brains. They all look for peace and safety.
And food.
You know, you might use slightly different methods, but it's the same. What's it? Now, okay. So, I'm not actually doing it now. I'm getting him used to me doing stuff. So I'm going to do this until the attention's off me. Now, did you notice that I firmed up a little bit with him? Saying no, because I'm feeling more confident, and he'll feel that in me. So before, if I was rattling this, he'd be going out of his head. Now he's just looking, isn't he? So I'm feeling that I want him to have another lick, really, and then that's it. That's better than I thought. What do you think?
I thought you'd blow.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm doing this. So I'm doing all of this stuff, looking at his feet, saying, come on, buddy, you're fine, you're fine. I'm going to just keep on doing this now until he chills. And I'm actually rocking the trailer because your first ride in it will be. But what a mistake can be made often is people would be looking at him now saying, oh, you're all right, looking at them, and I'm just taking absolutely no notice. So if he thinks I'm taking no notice, he'll start to think, well, should I be taking too much notice? Right, he just licked. He just licked.
Yeah, he licked, yeah.
So now, that quit when he started licking. So. You've got to be used to that sound, because that is the one you're worried about, isn't it?
Yeah, and where it goes woof woof, where you
that
open the
little.
paper.
Yeah.
And he's licking again. If I can just plant the seed enough for you to. The first thing you're going to do, Ellie, you're not going to be closing this, okay?
No,
you're going to do a week of, and then I come back and we go again.
Yeah.
It has to be this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can see that, can't you?
Yeah.
Grab that. Right.
Both or one.
Both. And just make sure you can get out of the way if you needed to. Wait a minute. You're just gonna. I'm just gonna go in and out again with it. All right. I'm just making sure he doesn't. Right. So, you see how this is working? Just getting him used to that. And I'm gonna come in. Right. So, we'll leave it at that. Ah, that's good. Right. So I'm gonna come in here now. All right. And then I'm going to give you that. Alright, I'm going to rub on him, keep it open. Right, and I want him to have his little lick now. I want him to have his lick. Now, if we can bring him out with quality, if I can bring him out with quality, then we're there with it. Right, we're going to bring him up to 5 minutes now, right? Just let him have another.
Okie dokie.
Think of that? So
Good
far.
job.
Huh?
Great job.
Sing a victory tune at the local saloon. We can't play music now.
No.
Because the videos.
We used to play a bit of music, and Steve used to do a bit,
license,
and it's
isn't
like
it?
copyright, so we can't do it anymore. So Steve
I
wants to
would
sing
a
now.
song, but I can't.
No.
Can't sing. Can I get this, please?
Yeah. So what my plan is now, because we're nearing the end of this session, is to bring him in. I'm going to take him in and get him hindquarters over. Nice. Bring him out, put him back in, and then I need you to take over. Okay? You've got to remember to block. If you don't block him here, he'll turn and come out.
Yeah.
So we've got to be aware that you block him. Okay? You will look at his hindquarters, cluck, because I've clucked, and I've just waved my stick first, and then just a little tap with my boinging stick.
Yeah.
But immediately he goes over. But I'll do that a couple of times, so it's in his mind. Then I need you to do it, maybe twice,
Okay.
and finish on that note.
Yeah.
And then I would, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Sometimes a day's break's good. Set up exactly here.
Yeah.
Don't let him have his feed. It goes in there.
Yeah.
Same thing. Make him hungry. He's so food motivated. It can be a plus. Charlotte's Molly is not. We've had to work differently with Molly. No food, or couldn't care less. Does that make sense to you? And then I would say 2 weeks time, or it might be 3 weeks. Whenever you know, remember we're only at the beginning of February. You're looking at April time to start getting out.
Yeah.
If you got to that stage, would that be good?
Absolutely.
Right. So that's our plan.
Well, hang on a minute. You're booked into which clinic are you booked into? Is it March or April?
April. 2 in April.
Oh, there we
Perfect.
go then.
So you could come a couple of times to ours before that.
That'd be brilliant.
He will then.
Thank
You could even let him chill out and go off, and come back, and then we do it. So you'll be a heads up, won't you?
Yeah.
Because he'll be used to my place.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Huh? Right.
Lovely,
You
thank
pop
you.
that on then, and then you bring me my horse, and then we'll.
Stick, where's your stick?
Ellie, have you got a boinging stick?
She has, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. What do I do with it?
I don't know.
Ellie, we'll do the tie-in next time, okay? Do you want us to bring you a clip? Right, remember that.
Yep.
What kind of colours do you like?
He likes pink.
I got pink.
Pink, we'll remember that.
Purple.
Yeah.
Oh, pink and purple.
Yeah.
But I'm not fair.
I'm going to give a pink one to Joe.
His halter.
Is what?
Blue to match his halter.
Oh, where am I going? Hold on.
Okey-doke.
Oh! He didn't hardly need the stick. Good boy.
That's good because
Yeah.
of last time. He was quite worried, wasn't he? But he came out in a good spot. So I think we got the foundation of that to build on next time. So I'm looking straight down. Oh.
Oh.
Yes. So I actually, even though it wasn't perfection, he worked through his trouble.
Yeah.
without getting too upset. You with me?
Yeah.
So I won't let that seem like a negative. He said no, and then yeah, that was good. Rather than him come in with the loose rein out there, which some horses do, he's not quite ready for that. So come up a little bit with him, yeah?
Mhm.
Do you think you're ready?
I'll have a go. Yes, thank you.
Right. Look, he's not worried at all now.
No.
What a difference. So, look down, loose rein. Okay, so, do you want to come around here, Ellie? He pushed me a little bit there, so I looked at his feet. So, okay, so that in that hand, and that back there. Yeah, and in you go. Go on, go in there. Go on. Now walk in, look at his hind. Yeah, now block him. Now just fuss on him now. Fuss on him. Wow. Wow. Now just be mindful of his head coming round, and you just block with a rhythmic motion. Yeah, and just don't bring him out yet. Oh, you've committed now. Look down, loose rein. Look down. Yes. Back in. Come on, go in with him. Look at his hind. Look. Block his head. Yes. Ellie.
Good job.
Yes. How does that feel?
Brilliant.
Just staying there with him a bit now. Look at that. So you think you can work on that?
I can, yes, thank you.
And remember, next stage is that, and coming out forward with quality.
Yes, definitely.
So stay in there a little while now with him, and then when you're ready, you turn, you look down, and come out slowly with him, then put him away.
Okay.
Look down at the ramp when you're ready. Look down.
That was a bit too quick.
If you want to do it again, you can, or you can put him away. Pluck him in. Look at the hind end. Look at the hind end in. Yeah. Now let him have his lick for a little while again. You're gonna have a loose rein when you come out. How do you feel in there? You look quite relaxed now.
Yeah. Good.
That's half of it. You being as relaxed as well about it, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, now do it in one nice move now. So you'll look down, crouch. Don't try and force him back. There, you see the difference?
Lovely.
Don't force him back.
Lovely.
Yeah, go and put him away now then. What a nice picture. Huh? Looks like I might not be able to buy your trailer cheap now, doesn't it? Oh, shucks. Alright, that's a wrap then. We're off to the next one then, are we?
Yep, we are.
Okay, well, I'll just help Ellie. So that's it then.
Okay, good job.
I hope you enjoyed that video. It was quite involved, that, like a lot of my jobs where it involves safety and panic of a horse, it was quite involved, and you have to rack your brains a lot how to get past certain points and have certain breakthroughs, which went really well. Now, Ellie's very determined. I've spoke to her since I've been there to see how she's getting on. Do you know what? Every day, just like before, every day, loads Joe up, looks at hindquarters. In fact, she said she doesn't even have to do that. He goes in there, moves over on his own. And Ellie's been shutting the petition. Been no reactions from him at all. She shuts the petition. She sets her hole on the petition rail and has his feed, and he comes out. Ellie's learnt to look down at the ramp, think slow, look down at the ramp, and come out really slowly. So just like I really wanted it to work out, it's working out. I'll put a little update on here when the weather's a bit better. I think the next stage is for Ellie to load up, close up like she's doing, and then it's a case of just shutting all the ramps and then come into my house, my ranch, for the first unload. And obviously the horse will come here, will allow Joe to settle. I'll never get them out straight away until they're nice and settled. And then with my help, you know, the key is that first unload at mine. And I'll put an update and show you how we're getting on with that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. You know, like and share, obviously, to try and help other people and ourselves doing the videos. So yeah, ciao for now. Happy trails, and yeah, see you guys.